Good morning. This is Ken Long from Kansas with a true storytelling personal reflection from the what I think of as the Healing Heart workshop conducted on October 20th, 2020. It involves reflections from the heart and the topic of deep listening. So, the powerful metaphor for me was the exercise where we thought about the kintsugi, the craft of repairing broken pottery, and how the reassembly and the joining and the craftsmanship creates a new integrated version of that perhaps broken piece of pottery. It occurred to me that the healing heart is that epoxy, that connecting glue that reassembles under the watchful eyes and hands of the craftsman, and that reintegrating your own bowl is reintegrating yourself and bringing it all together again. And the joints, the sealing, is just part of who you are now. It's a marker for where you've been and where you're going. It's not hiding things. It's simply repurposing, restoring, retelling. Well, imagine now two people, each a bowl, each resonating with their stories and internal cognitions and emotions and feelings, giving off waves of energy as we are all fields of energy in the world. And at the interface of those two waves, you have a possibility waves, that boundary. If it's unsynced, this could be noise. If it's synchronized, though, there's real power in the union of those. Well, if we can achieve presence, achieve stillness, we might allow some deep listening, and if we can bring that to the circle, you could imagine how one person telling their true story after some deep reflections and the stillness of this bowl allows a deep acceptance, a deep listening by removing the filters. That deep reception could lead to deep reflection and sense making. And that's what deep listening feels like to me. I'm not a student of it, but that's what it feels like. And then I can imagine how this bowl begins to resonate to the truth of this story. And maybe there is a return engagement, some reflecting, and some harmonizing, and certainly some discord. And maybe there's a polyrhythm established in here in the form of dialogue. And I could imagine how, in an iterative, reciprocal, mutual way, there's this exchange of true stories. Each story that you tell and hear starts affecting your own internal resonance. So if we had some kind of resonance and another kind of resonance, each connected and grounded to the healing heart, each resonating to their own true frequency, you would expect to see some kind of binaural beat effect in which two waves meet and form a third implied wave, that emergent wave, depending on its frequency, derived from these two that are intersecting, could lead towards peace, joy, focus, relaxation, energizing, actioning, de-stressing, whatever effect in the world you want to achieve. And if we are all resonating bowls in an energy field in a mutually supporting network of resonating energy fields, all grounded in truth and the principles of true storytelling, and we go through some kind of process like that, the least surprising result would be to see coherence and emergence in a network effect, and that this possibility wave for change in the world is created by our commitment to each other and our truth and our good group process. And I'm reminded of the work of neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett. Genius. Listen to her interview with Lex Friedman on the Lex Friedman podcast, an AI researcher, a Russian romantic from MIT. Fascinating discussion of how the brain and the nervous system not only are regulating our internal states and making sense of those inner states to act in the world, but that we regulate each other's fields as a response to how we perceive and share and communicate in dialogue, to bring this thing full circle back to the powerful imagery of the kintsugi and the Tibetan resonating bowls that are a feature of every one of our true storytelling healing heart sessions. The healing heart isn't the right name for that session, but my brain never lets me remember that. But the healing heart is how I feel it when we're in that group. So you might be interested in checking it out. And if so, just contact us and we'd be happy to invite you. So thank you so much for your kind attention. And you could reach me at longke@yahoo.com if that resonates with you and you'd like to hear more. So have a great day.